Hey guys, welcome to a special birthday episode of Nerd Craze Pickups video. I got my daughters, Ivy and Lily. Say hi, girls.
Hello.
They made me some awesome birthday presents. We went out for dinner today to a great little diner. We had some, what did we have, nachos, and you guys had poutine. I had this awesome double cheeseburger with bacon. It was like this big, I swear to God. I couldn't even finish it, and I'm a big lad. But, yeah, the girls made me some really cool birthday presents, and I wanted to show you. I also bought myself a few birthday presents, because that's what adults do, right? So I'm going to show you some of my pickups here, but first I want to show you some of the really cool stuff that my girls made for me. They know me so well. So Ivy here made me a card, and I want to show it to you. Incredible artwork. It's me, it's Mario! Happy birthday! A little handmade card. That's so awesome, Ivy. You did such a good job drawing that. And then I got a keep card from Lily. And then some really cool stuff that Lily made. So for our studio here, she made me a Nerd Crave plaque. So this is going to get hung up right up here somewhere. I'm going to find a spot and hang that right up here. It'll always be part of the set. Thank you, Lily.
Of course.
And then, of course, we got some treats. Ivy got me some Twix, and I got some Danish butter cookies from Lily. All right, what else can we show here? Okay, so Lily, her birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks, and I actually just got her, because we were doing a gift exchange anyway, I gave her birthday present a little bit early. So what did you get?
I got a DS.
It's a 3DS. A new 3DS XL. It's exactly the same as mine, so I gave her my copy of Animal Crossing. I mean, I know it's not the same as the Switch version, but it'll give her something to play anyway, because everybody's talking about Animal Crossing these days. Speaking of Animal Crossing, Lily has been doing decorating some video game stuff for me, and she did a custom Animal Crossing on the back of one of my 2DS's. Super cute. Animal Crossing characters on the back there. What else have we got here? That's just some games I loaned you. So there's the charger you're going to need.
Thank you.
And what else have we got? Okay, so these are really cool. Lily hand-painted all of these herself. And she asked me, and I wondered what the heck she was doing, because she asked me by text a few days ago. She said, Dad, what's your favorite video games? And I'm like, okay, well, I like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy and Mario's, Super Mario World, and, named off a couple of different favorites. And then she made these. Now, these are multi-purpose. They're coasters, but they're actually magnetic, so they can go on the fridge or something as well. So I don't know how well you can see, but she did a Dragon Quest themed one with a little slime there. That's super cute.
A little floating in space.
And then this is one of the familiars from Ni no Kuni, one of my favorite games, top 3 games of all time, I'd have to say. And then we've got Sonic the Hedgehog. We've got a Mario themed one. This looks like the first world in Mario 1. And then she asked me what my favorite Ninja Turtle was, because I said I like Ninja Turtles games, as obviously I've got the Turtles 1 and 2 NES games here. So I was referencing those, and she asked me what my favorite Ninja Turtle was. Can you guess? Michelangelo.
I was going to just leave it with the mask, but then I was like, well, there's a big blank spot at the top, so I put his name on there too.
Yeah, and it makes sense too. So these are going to
really
be scattered around in the studio here. I may use them to put a drink on, or maybe I don't want to wreck them. I don't know, but they are magnetic, so I might put a couple on the fridge here behind the studio. And so anyway, moving on to some of the things that I picked up for myself in the last couple of days. I went yesterday, I guess it was, and with all the talk about Xenoblade Definitive Edition coming out, I had pre-ordered Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because I just got a Switch not too long ago, just about 2 weeks ago. Ivy's playing with it right here, right now. And I'm a huge Xenoblade fan. I've got almost all these Xeno games, Xenogears on the PS1, Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3 on the PS2. I've got Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. I've got the original Xenoblade Chronicles on Wii. And I am definitely looking forward to the definitive edition of Xenoblade Chronicles on Switch. I'm going to pick that up here pretty shortly. But the only one that I really didn't have was Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and the physical expansion pack. So I picked these up. They are brand new. I did have to pay, brand new price. I think this one was $70 and this one was like $49.99 or something like that. But that was my birthday present to me. So not only am I going to play the heck out of these, but I think I'm going to wait because I actually haven't played this game yet. So I'm going to wait until Definitive Edition. I don't know if it's out yet or it's coming out in a couple of days or whatever. People have been reviewing it and stuff. I think they've got review copies. I'm not sure if it's out today or this week sometime, but I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to play that first to kind of refresh my memory before I get into these. But just from a collection standpoint, I'm super happy to add these to my collection. They're some of my favorite games of all time. Speaking of favorite games of all time, and I was going to make a standalone video about this, and I may still anyway, but, I mentioned Ni no Kuni as being one of my top 3 favorite games of all time. Having just got a Switch, I figured this was a fantastic excuse to go back and revisit this wonderful game. Definitely my favorite game in the PS3 generation. And apparently it looks really good on the Switch, and I'm really excited to play this in handheld mode. Take it with me, because it's the kind of game where you can hop in for 15 minutes and do some grinding. You don't necessarily have to commit to a couple of hours of playthrough. So I can play this, at the doctor's office, at the airport, wherever, just for 10-15 minutes at a time, and I'm really looking forward to that. So another couple of games that I picked up at the same time, some DS and 3DS games. I'm sure you'll all be familiar with Cave Story, one of the most popular free-to-play indie games. Now, of course, it wasn't free on 3DS. I did have to pay, a premium price. I think this was about $20, $25. But a fantastic game, wonderful part of the collection, and something I'm really looking forward to playing in 3D on my 3DS. And then a couple of DS games that struck me just as I saw them. I'm a sucker for anything Atlas, and I was able to pick up Master of the Monster Lair, which is an Atlas title. I don't really know anything about this, but just the fact that it had Atlas on the bottom of it, and it looks kind of like a dungeon crawling sort of a game, it looks like it's right up my alley, so that's something that I'm definitely going to want to play. Oh, you guys just totally absorbed in your devices, eh? What are you doing over there?
I'm creating my me.
You're creating a me. You want to show this?
I got mommy.
Ah, okay. And what are you doing? You're hijacking my Animal Crossing. Don't mess up my town.
No, I made a new account.
You made a new account. Alright, okay. So, the other DS game that I picked up is Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo Tales. And I think I picked this up for $20, I think it was. Square Enix game. Final Fantasy. I typically collect anything with the Final Fantasy moniker on it. And I absolutely love, games that are heavy on the story on the DS and 3DS. So that was a natural fit for my collection. The last couple things I got here, I actually just picked up today when I was at Walmart. There was some really good sales on. I picked up, and I have this already on the Wii U, but being able to play this portably is something that I'm really looking forward to, and that is Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams. Now, this is a fantastic platformer that I've actually reviewed previously on the channel. It's got a really neat sort of idea where you switch back and forth between kind of the light and dark halves of the two different sisters. One's kind of, a rebel and one's kind of an angel sort of thing, and as they switch back and forth, the environment around you switches back and forth from kind of an overworld to an underworld sort of a look. And it creates some really interesting gameplay challenges. It is a platformer, and it's fast-paced, and it's really exciting. So I'm really excited to be able to play this portably on my Switch Lite. And the last game I got here, I picked this up thanks to John Hancock's recommendation. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I'm a big pinball fan, so this was a no-brainer at $30, Star Wars Pinball. Let me know what you think, guys, about my pickups here. Let me know what your favorites are. And tell me in the comments below, what are some of your favorite Switch games that are not so expensive? I'm looking for, some physical games that I can add to my collection that are not $79.95. I really like stuff like this that's, $30, $20, So recommend down in the comments below if you would. What are some of your favorite $20 and $30 games that I can add to my collection and start to build the collection behind me here? If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. I do put up at least 2 videos a week for the most part, and you will see my my lovely daughters and sometimes my son Kaz. He was on a video a couple of weeks ago, so subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that little notification bell so you'll be notified every time I put up a new video. Thanks, guys. Stay classy.